Hey everybody, we're back with the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones. This right here, we're going to take a few minutes to talk to DJ Gatsby's book club members. Everybody knows who we are. We're on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. And you can also follow us at djgatsbybookclub.com. Today, we're going to talk about 4 books that the book club is currently reading and we're recommending for the month of January. The first book is called Lives of a Real Housewife by author Angela Stanton. Based in the standard outrageous lives of a housewife spans the years of early childhood through adulthood. It's an illustration of guts and determination that takes to overcome tragedies in one's life. Her story begins at the tender age of 5 years old when Angela Stanton was raped. She takes us into her survival mode on the streets and adjustments she had to make in her home life. The author shares experiences of her teen years growing up in Buffalo, New York, and she leads us on a short stay as a young girl in Greensboro, South Carolina. The author, rapper, wife, and mother guides us through her struggles into her early adult years in Atlanta. By fate, she lives a hustler's life of crime with none other than Real Housewives of Atlanta's own Phaedra Parks. By a twist of fate, her life crashes, sending her on a trip to a darkened place called hell. Urban author Angela Stanton survives to give us a raw, revolutionary account of her daring journey to redemption. In her sophomore book, Lives of a Real Housewife, Angela Stanton opens her past life for public viewing. The next book is Fly Betty by Cash Money content author Treasure Blue. The release date is going to be February 5th, 2013. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Treasure Blue's book. In the multi-billion-dollar-a-year entertainment industry, there is a secret side of women that few are privy to. All of these women are vying for one thing, an opportunity to live a luxurious, lavish lifestyle by snagging a rich and famous singer, rapper, or athlete. Now, Betty Blaze, or Fly Betty to those who truly know her, was not in it to be a wife or even the baby mama of a wealthy public figure. She had her sights set higher, much higher. While most of these young women use sex as their weapon of choice, Betty, a senior majoring in psychology, has developed skills she learned from her mother's diaries that prove much more powerful. Up until now, Betty has lived her life according to her own strict rules and standards, refusing to compromise for anyone, even if potentially meant shielding herself from true love. But when she encounters a man that she would never have anticipated falling for in a million years, the very tools she used to effectively against men began to turn against her, and deadly consequences are sure to follow. That's Fly Betty by Treasure Blue. The next book is Shatter in a Split Second by Vanessa Richardson Bagby. In the summer of 2005, one of the most awful things that could happen to a family happened to the Bagbys. Their 25-year-old son, Atiba, a motorcycle enthusiast, was clinging to life after a hit-and-run accident on the highway. As Atiba's family huddled together for support and sought comfort in their faith in God, they prayed that he would make it through the night. What they never expected was an enduring family saga that would stretch to every corner of their lives. Would his parents' marriage survive? How would his two kid brothers cope? What secrets did the family hold that would finally come to light? And who was driving the car that hit Atiba in the first place? Through her unbearable pain, a mother relives those awful moments in this heart-throbbing, true life account of her family's survival. She teaches us all that with the Lord's good grace and the courage to stand tall, anything except death can be fixed. Part mystery, part love letter to her son, Shatter in a Split Second asks, when the world shuts down on you and there's nowhere to turn, what do you do? Do you crumble to your knees or do you stand tall? For more information, please go to www.shatterinaSplitSecond.com to get information on this book. The last book is by Jason M. Lee. It's the brother that we talked about earlier, who introduced me to Kitty Jones and suggested that she be the co-host for the show. The name of his book is Just Tryin To Be Loved, published in March of last year. Great book. It has taken almost 2 years for Mark to put the pieces of his shattered life back together following a devastating breakup with his first love, Tony. Determined to never allow anyone to hurt him again, Mark becomes a recluse and throws himself into his career. Confronted with the demons of his past and a yearning to be loved, Mark soon finds his life spiraling out of control. Charismatic real estate executive Jared Muse knows that Mark is still healing and is resigned to give him all the time and space he needs. That is, until Tony re-enters Mark's life with hopes of reconciling. After a while of dating both gentlemen, Mark makes his decision. Unfortunately, this is when his nightmare begins. Hell also have no fury like a man scorned. Those are the 4 books that we're going to feature in DJ Gas's book club. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Also, check us out on Facebook. And visit DJGasBookClub.com for more information. We'll be right back. We're going to wrap up the show with Kitty Jones. She has a lot to talk about before we go. Again, you're watching the talk show with DJ Gatsby and Kitty Jones. We'll be right back. Keep it